Babies who couldn't even utter simple words are now beginning to spit out full, regular sentences. And people who thought that they were all young and spry and fit can't even go up a bound of stairs without losing their breath. Over this time, George and Emily had a discussion over whether or not baseball was the most important thing in the world.
George was shocked at Emily's feelings, but he agreed.
So he invited her out to a soda shop to make amends with Emily.
Oh, hello, Mr. Morgan.
Hello, George. Hello, Emily. Why, Emily Webb, you look all shook up. What's the matter?
Oh, she just got an awful scare, Mr. Morgan. She almost got run over by that hardware store wagon across the street.
Well, Emily, you take a tall drink of water, and I tell you, these days you know look both ways before you cross Main Street. It's crazy. So, what do you guys have?
I'll have a strawberry phosphate. Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
No, Emily. Have an ice cream soda with me, please. 2 ice cream sodas, Mr. Morgan.
Coming right up.
Two ice cream sodas.
They're so expensive.
Oh, no, Emily. Don't you think of that. We're celebrating our election. And then you know what else I'm celebrating?
No.
I'm celebrating because I got a friend who tells me all the things that ought to be told to me.
Oh, George, please don't think of that. I don't know why I said that.
Emily, you stick to it. I'm glad you spoke to me like you did. But you'll see, I'm gonna change. And Emily, I wanna ask you a favor. Emily, if I go to state agricultural college next year, will you write me a letter every once in a while?
I certainly will. I certainly will, George. It seems like being away for 3 years, you lose touch with Grover's Corners. Letters from here wouldn't be so interesting after a while.
The day wouldn't come where I would want to know everything about our time. You know that's true.
Well, I'll try to make my letters interesting.
You know, Emily, whenever I meet a farmer, I ask if he thinks it's important to go to agricultural school to be a good farmer.
Why,
And some say that it's even a waste of time. You can get all those things anyway out of the pamphlets the government sends out, and Uncle Luke's getting old. He's about ready for me to start taking over his farm tomorrow.
so amazing.
And like you say, being gone all that time, in other places, and meeting other people, I guess you people probably aren't any better than old ones.
Well,
Emily, I feel that you're as good as a friend as I've got. I don't need to meet the people in other towns.
I think you're a good friend too, George.
Emily, I'm gonna make my mind up right now. I won't go, and I'll tell Pa about it tonight.
I don't know why you have to make up your mind right now, George.
Emily, I'm glad you spoke to me like that. The fault in my character, what you said was right, but there was one thing wrong in it, and that was for a year I wasn't noticing people, but you, for instance, you weren't looking at me the whole time, and I was doing the same thing all along. I was watching what you were doing, who you're with, and everything. I've been trying to walk you home for 3 days now, but something's always got in the way. Like yesterday, you walked home with Miss Corcoran?
Oh, George, how could I have known that? I thought...
Look, Emily, I'll tell you why I'm not going to agricultural school. I feel that once you found someone you're very fond of, I mean, someone that's fond of you too, I feel that's just as important as any school could be. And even more so. Well, that's just what I think.
I think it's really important too.
Emily, if I do improve and make a good big change, could you be, I mean, would you be?
I am now. I always have been.
Well, I guess it's an important talk we've been having.
Yes.
Just wait a minute. I'll walk you home.
I'll see you outside.
Mr. Morgan,
Hey, George.
I have to walk home to get the money to pay you back. I'll be back really quickly.
Do you mean to tell me that...
Listen, Mr. Morgan, here's my gold watch. I'll give it to you in the time being. Just let me go home and get the money for you.
Listen, George. Yeah, keep your watch. Whether it's 5 minutes or 5 years. You're the best kid around here. I trust you.
Thank you, Mr. Ruby. I'll see you around.
See you, George. Well, now we're ready to move on with the wedding. There are a lot of thoughts to be thought during a wedding.
And there are a lot of things to be said about a wedding.
And you usually can't fit them all into one wedding, and especially not a wedding in Grover's Corner, where they're almost all awfully plain. In this wedding, I play the minister, and this is where the play gets pretty serious.
Hey, what's up? How's everything? Yo. Hey, man. Guys, George. Hey, George! George, bro, you looking sharp tonight.
Fellas, look at him. He looks scared to death.
Hey, yo, George, you're finally looking like a man. The team is better off without you, boy. Oh, come on, you can't say that, man. Guys, so what? Guys, you know, I mean, George, he's got a wife, he's got a job, he's a little life.
He's a great person. He deserves a great life.
That is true. Yeah, but Emily? I feel like she's gone already. She always takes me. I don't see him much.
But even though he might look at us like we're invisible, he's still our friend.
So what? I can be a pitcher now.
You can't pitch, come on.
Yeah. Never tried.
Oh, see you guys tired.
Alright, that's enough everyone. Places.
So, what are your thoughts about your son finally getting married?
Well, he's finally becoming a man, that's all. And he's gonna have a family, wife, and some children. The only thing I'll miss about him is the fact he jokes with me.
Mrs. Webb, how do you feel?
Oh, it's so beautiful to see my daughter getting married. I'm just happy for them.
And you? Your son's finally getting married. Aren't you a proud mother?
I'm so proud of him. I know he take good care of Emily.
What about you, Mr. Webb?
I can't believe my beautiful daughter is finally getting married.
You must be very proud, sir.
Yes, I just hope that George kid will take care of her.
Better. Well, now we're ready to see the bride.
George, what's the matter?
I don't want to grow old. Why is everyone pushing me so?
But George, you wanted it.
No, Ma, listen to me.
George, listen, you can do this. Come on. Papa,
What's wrong?
I don't want to get married.
You're just nervous. Look, George, come here for a minute.
Yes, Mr. Webb?
You're marrying the best young fellow in the world. George, I'm giving away my daughter to you. You think you can take care of her?
Mr. Webb, I want to. I want to try, Emily. I love you. I need you.
Well, if you love me, help me.
I will, Emily. Emily, I'll try.
Well, they're waiting for us.
Do you, George, take this woman to be your wedded wife, to be?
Perfectly lovely wedding. Loveliest wedding I've ever been to. Don't they make a good couple? I love a good wedding. Doesn't everyone? Oh, I think it's lovely.
I do.
And do you, Emily, take this man, George Gibbs, to be your wedded husband?
Don't know when I've seen such a lovely wedding. I always cry. Don't know why it is, but but I always do. Emotions, I guess. I just like to see young people happy. Oh, I think it's lovely. I joke. Aren't they a lovely couple? Aren't they a lovely couple? I'm sure they'll be happy. As I say, happiness, that's the important thing. The great thing in life is to be happy.
We've married over 200 couples in our lifetime. Do we believe in it? Well, maybe.
That's all we have for the second act, folks. We'll just need a few minutes to get ready for the third act.
No, not yet.